Welcome to Triple Threat, our Sunday main event. And this is our very special WrestleMania edition. And in this edition, the very first edition of Triple Threat, I am your host. The host of the WrestleMania edition. Isn't that fitting? Anyways, in this edition of Triple Threat, we're going to argue our case of who in the main event should be hired, fired, simply retired, put to pasture very nicely. Tonight, we'll argue our case of who in the WWE main event of WrestleMania is staying. Is it Edge? Is it Daniel Bryan? Or is it Roman Reigns? So obviously, as host, I have host privileges. I'm going to go first with my three choices, and then the fantastic Aziz will pledge his, since we sort of have a similar opinion. I wonder what that is. And then Kobe, of course, you're rocking the boat, so you'll go last. And after that, we'll put it out into the world to debate who won. And this is for you. This is your challenge to let us know who won. We want you to engage. We want you to share. We want you to like. We want you to subscribe, of course. So please do that. Please let us know below who won. We're going to challenge you to get to what challenge should we set, guys? What challenge should we set?
10 likes.
10 likes?
No. Going with 5.
5.
Okay, 5 likes. 5 likes.
Okay. Let's make it interesting. Let's set a stipulation for the next episode of Triple Threat.
Okay.
5 likes. Right, we just do our normal Triple Threat video. We get to 10 likes, we'll do a very wacky edition of Triple Threat. Don't know what that is, but if you want to see it, you're going to have to start liking.
All right. So, Tony, who you hiring, who you firing, who you retiring?
Thank you for asking me. My 3 options are, I'm going to hire the tribal chief, the big dog, head of the table, Roman Reigns. I'll explain more later, but you kind of get it already. Now, it gets controversial. I'm going to fire, gone, Daniel Bryan. He's done. He can go to Japan if he wants. He can go to Ring of Honor, but he's done. And retire with grace, Edge. Because, man, I don't want to fire Edge after coming back. Jeez.
Z's, who are your picks?
I'm going to hire the big dog. Roman Reigns. I'll explain my case later. I'm going to fire Daniel Bryan. No more yes movement. I'm going to retire the rated R superstar Edge.
Okay, guys. Well, I'm just going to be honest with you. Kind of did a little swerve on one of your decisions. So let's just get the good stuff out the way first. I'm keeping Roman, right? So we're on the same page there. But I'm going to fire Edge and retire Daniel Bryan. Yeah, I know. Well, Daniel Bryan's still like in his early 40s, late 30s. I'm like, I know, but I'll explain, right? Oh my God, Edge just came back. Like, why are you going to fire? Just let me do my thing and let's get into it. Boom. Tony, explain your case.
Well, I'm glad you asked. So, I'm going to hire Roman Reigns. It just makes logical sense. He's the head of the table, the tribal chief. And obviously, wrestling has a time-honored tradition of building with the future. And Roman Reigns is still the future. Yeah, he's the present. He's also the future. The man oozes star quality. He has the look that we'd all dream and die for. And it's in his blood. He's got wrestling heritage. And that, that is transferable. That not everyone could be related to The Rock. And most people look at it like it's a bad thing, but it's actually a good thing, man. You think, like, look at what that's already done for his career. Obviously, I'm not going to pretend it hasn't helped his push, because it has. Can Daniel Bryan say that he's in Fast and Furious? Can Edge say that? No, they both cannot say that. And his relationship with The Rock is kind of what's done that. Now, obviously, there's other factors. Like I say, it's charisma. He's probably the most charismatic man in WWE. He's here on merit too. One of the top 5 workers in the world. Not just WWE, the world.
The world.
Yeah, and I'll explain why I mean that. Because, obviously some people just have the moves. And Roman, yeah, he doesn't have all the moves. But what he brings to the story. He's a fantastic storyteller. He has the facial expressions. How many people can say that they think of facial expressions in a match? I don't think many people even think about that. Obviously, that's acting background brings that in. I think of some of the classic matches he's already had. Kevin Owens always had. They're always dynamite. Not just the Rumble this year, the Rumble a few years ago. His original match with Brock, fantastic. Jey Uso, look at the storytelling in that. You're telling me that wasn't a crafted story? The man knows how to tell stories, and that's because of like his, acting background that he can do that. It's not even getting into Paul Heyman, which I'm sure somebody else will bring up, so I don't even need to bring it up. He's got it all. That's why he's my height. I don't think I need to even pledge my case any further. But I'm gonna fire Daniel Bryan, and the reason I say this is because he's not a true WWE guy. Made his name on the Indies, Ring of Honor legend. He's not a WWE guy through and through like the other two. The other two have never left the WWE. I don't think he's quite Edge levels of legend yet. I don't think he's made it to that level. Sure, the Yes movement, I would be stupid to say that's not legendary. And that would get him on Hall of Fame for that alone, never mind the Team Hell No stuff and everything else. He's kind of like one of those, he wanted to leave a few years ago anyway. He's wanting to leave in the next year or two anyway as well. Edge has more to give, and I feel like, you can ride that. Edge has still got money matches in him. Like Daniel Bryan's faced pretty much everyone, like Cesaro, Reigns, who else has he faced? Rollins, AJ. You've seen these matches, I don't think I need to see them again. With Edge, and I think I'm just going to instantly move on to retiring Edge now. I don't think I need to argue anything else. With Edge, there's money matches. I am dying to see Edge versus AJ. I need to see that match. It's one of the matches I still think that people will absolutely think is a dream match. Seth Rollins, there's history there. You don't remember a few years ago on Raw when Seth Rollins was going to break his neck and end his career? There's a story there already. And there's dream matches that are on the table. And also Edge has more room to go with his character, as we've seen. He's turning heel. He's turned back to the Ultimate Opportunist stuff. And he can easily switch back to a face due to being so well liked. It's just like that. The story's there. He's came out of retirement. You need to make something of that. You can't just chuck it in the bin. So let's retire Edge gracefully and get some more money matches out of it. And that's me.
First of all, I'm going to hire Roman Reigns because as far back as when Daniel Bryan won the WWE title, that's WrestleMania 30, Daniel Bryan have made it all. And by far, if I was any kind of a promoter outside of the United States, Roman Reigns would be the biggest draw for me. He would make money. Roman Reigns is money. Roman Reigns is the big guy. Vince McMahon, you've done a lot of mistakes probably over the years. Internet fans might have not liked Vince, but Vince McMahon always knows who's his big guy. And whether you like it or not, he's going to make him the big guy. And Roman became the big guy. At this point, come on. You just have to say Roman is the guy. Ever since Roman debuted with the Shield, Roman was a huge draw in countries that are not smart about the wrestling business. Countries like India, all over Asia, some countries in Europe, South America, and even the Middle East. He has the look, he has the charisma, so I can't see any reason to not hire Roman Reigns. As a retire, we're going with Edge, because I'll explain my case for Daniel Bryan later on, but Edge had the perfect retirement. When Edge retired, he retired as the world champion. Nobody, as far as the greatest of all times, the Ric Flairs, the Steve Austins, the Undertakers, the Bret Hart, nobody retired as champion, except the rated R superstar, Edge. Yes, wrestling fans since the dawn of time wanted Bruno Sammartino to return in the 70s, 80s. They wanted the Hitman in the early 2000s. They wanted Shawn Michaels to return to face Daniel Bryan. But then, what if they return? What if they disappoint? What's next? Yes, we always have those fantasies. But then again, some stories are just perfect. Like Ric Flair, he destroyed his legacy to return and fight in TNA or whatever. Shawn Michaels, same thing. He destroyed his legacy by returning. He had the perfect story. And Edge, he had the perfect story. Yes, I popped out when he returned, but at the same time, it does not make sense. For Daniel Bryan, in a way, Daniel Bryan does not need wrestling. He could just make money out of the Total Bellas, Total Divas thing he's doing. But then again, Daniel Bryan could wrestle a as a part timer every now and then. He could make money and he could act as the Brock Lesnar of AEW, Ring of Honor, or TNA, and he could still make money. 2 fights a year, they would look legit, and he would perform very well.
That's some heavy opinions. So you think Daniel Bryan's gonna be a part timer?
At this stage, yes.
Okay, this is very interesting.
You disagree with us, and
Right.
you give us a little taste.
This is a bit of a juicy one, right? Because this is probably why I disagree with you, right? So I agree with Roman, and the reason why I agree with Roman is because same reasons why you said that. He is just a star, okay? He is a megastar, but he's also a star maker, right? Look at Jey Uso, dude. Jey Uso was like, if you told me 3 years ago that, oh, yo, one of the Uso brothers, just one of them, is gonna become this big enough singles draw that I actually want to see him every week wrestle, I would have been like, yeah, nah, that's not happening, mate. The Usos are just good enough on their own. But like, Jay now looks like such a star that I want to see him beat Roman eventually. I just want to see him do just. I could just see Roman doing so many good things with different wrestlers on SmackDown. You got Cesaro, you got Apollo Crews, you got Big E, you got Dominic Mysterio, you got Rey Mysterio, you got Murphy. Hell, you can even bring back Seth and be like, hey, the Shield have a new storyline again. But hell, you know, now the roles are reversed because now Roman's heel. Roman, where he is right now, he has the momentum. Just don't let it go, man. Keep him at the top, whether you like it or not. Now, to transition, this is why I'm going to fire Edge, right? Edge, I don't want to retire him yet. He's come back. He's proved that he can still go. Look at him's body, man. He's got a six-pack. Where else in Edge's career did he ever have a six-pack? He is shredded. He is a tank, dude. Like I don't know if it's whether he was on Vikings. I don't know what it was, right? I don't know what it did. I don't know if it's just because he just became some Viking masculine machine. But like when I saw him come out, I was like, dude, he could be back for good. Dude, just to counter Aziz's point about perfect retirement, all I'm going to say is this. Shawn Michaels came back in 2002 and he stayed for like a good 8 years before he retired, right? Yeah, I know he came back in 2018, but I think Edge still has it in the tank. But why do I have to fire him? Well, here's the thing. His best buddy, Christian Cage, he's in AEW. Just imagine if Edge and Christian were together again, but on a different brand. And just imagine the matches you can have in AEW. Oh, Darby Allin. Oh, Cody Rhodes. Oh, Kenny Omega. Oh, Hangman Page. Just give it to me now, right? Just give me Edge being the ultimate opportunist, but for the AEW belt. I'll take it any day of the week. But now I have to retire Daniel Bryan. Well, look, Daniel Bryan has done so much in his whole career. Whether it's just being probably arguably the greatest ROH champion of all time, right? Don't at me, Samoa Joe. Don't at me, Jay Lethal. Don't at me, Adam Cole. Okay, just it's Daniel Bryan, right? I don't think he has anything else to prove. I think he can literally just go off in the sunset, leave on a high, right? Leave at the best point. Do a Stone Cold. Just leave while you're on top, and just boom, have it like that. Because then the legend of like Daniel Bryan can just live on and on forever and be like, oh, can he come back now? Can he come back now? I don't know, but I think we take Daniel Bryan for granted. If he just left and had to leave and never come back, we'll be like, dude, that guy's a legend. Straight up, done. So that's why I would retire Daniel Bryan and fire Edge.
I tell you, you stated your case there, Kobe. You made some very good points. Some I agree with the AEW point with Edge. It's interesting, you know, there's some money matches with the Young Bucks and Edge and Christian. Edge and Kenny is a must. And the same with Daniel Bryan. I get where you're coming from. And Aziz, you brought up a very good point as well. Part-time D-Bry would be interesting. Like, just comes in. I'm going to kick your head in. Don't want to get demonetized. Yeah, I'm going to kick your head in. So it's interesting, some good points, and I'm glad we all agree that Roman is the future. But it's not about our opinion, it's about your opinion. So, who had the best case? What do you think? What's your triple threat of the WrestleMania main event? Let us know down there. 10 likes, and we'll do a funny triple threat video. 5, and, we'll probably just do the normal one. But yeah, let us know down below. Like, comment, subscribe, share. I've been Tony. You've been
Kobe.
Franchise disease.
And that's it for us. That was Triple Threat. Remember, we are Reversal. See you later, guys.
Reversal.
Take it easy.
Suck it.